Hello, Sigma ladies. Welcome back to the Sigma Lady, the ultimate space for women who lead with quiet confidence and undeniable power. Here's a thought to start us off. The world bends for those who know their worth and step forward with purpose. Today, we're diving into an intriguing topic that'll make you see subtle social dynamics in a whole new light. 11 signs he's secretly waiting for you to take the lead. Have you ever had a gut feeling that someone was interested but just wasn't making the move? As Sigma females, we're often in tune with these hidden cues, those unspoken moments that linger in the air, begging for action. But here's the twist. Society tells us that men should always take the lead. Yet times have changed, and true power lies in understanding when and how to step forward boldly. This isn't about chasing anyone. It's about recognizing when someone is leaving a breadcrumb trail of interest and owning the moment with your Sigma strength. In this video, I'm unpacking 11 non-traditional signs that men give when they're hoping you'll take the initiative. Some are subtle and psychological. Others might surprise you with how common yet overlooked they are. Each one is designed to help you decode his intentions and decide when it's your turn to shine. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join the Sigma Lady community, where we decode life, relationships, and self-mastery with wisdom and grace. By subscribing, you're stepping into a space where your voice matters and your confidence is celebrated. All right, ladies, grab your tea, coffee, or favorite drink, and let's get into these 11 signs that might just change the way you look at attraction dynamics. Ready? Let's decode the signals. Point 1. The pause and wait maneuver. One of the most overlooked yet telling signs a man is waiting for you to take the lead is what I like to call the pause and wait maneuver. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but once you learn to spot it, it's unmistakable. Here's how it works. During a conversation, whether in person or over text, he starts a topic, lays the groundwork, and then pauses. He doesn't immediately jump in to fill the silence, and instead, he leaves a space for you to decide where things go next. This isn't accidental. Men who use this approach are testing the waters, gauging your interest, and hoping you'll step in to steer the interaction forward. It's a delicate dance between giving you control while subtly showing they're engaged. Picture this. You're chatting with someone at a social event and he brings up a shared interest, like a movie you've both wanted to watch or a place you've been meaning to visit. Instead of suggesting plans outright, he pauses after mentioning it, waiting to see if you'll connect the dots. That's the pause and wait in action. Why do men do this? Often, they're unsure of your interest level, especially if you're a Sigma female who carries herself with quiet confidence. They don't want to overstep, so they create a moment for you to take charge. It's a subtle way of saying, I'm interested, but I respect your space and autonomy. How should you respond? If you sense this maneuver, take it as an opportunity to step into your Sigma strength. A simple, confident suggestion like, "That sounds fun, let's plan it," can shift the dynamic and show him you're not afraid to take the lead. Remember, this isn't about chasing, it's about steering the interaction in a direction that feels natural and empowering. 2. The invisible invitations. Ever had someone drop hints about something they'd like to do or a place they want to visit, but they never directly invite you? That's what I call the invisible invitations tactic. It's when a man subtly plants ideas in conversation, hoping you'll pick up on them and make the first move. Let's break it down. Imagine you're discussing weekend plans, and he casually mentions a new restaurant he's curious about. Or perhaps he talks about a concert coming up, saying, "I've been wanting to check it out." He's not explicitly asking you to join him, but the implication is there, waiting for you to take the lead. This approach is common when men admire someone who exudes independence and confidence. They don't want to risk coming on too strong, so they leave these invisible invitations as breadcrumbs, hoping you'll take notice. For Sigma females who thrive on subtlety and depth, this is an invitation to take control in a way that feels both natural and empowering. Why does this work? Men often feel more comfortable giving you space to act, rather than risking outright rejection. By creating these scenarios, they're signaling interest without putting too much pressure on you. It's a low-risk, high-reward move on their part. So what should you do when you notice these hints? Acknowledge them and take charge with confidence. For example, if he mentions the restaurant, respond with, "That sounds great. Let's try it this weekend." This not only shows you've picked up on his interest, but also demonstrates your boldness and initiative as a Sigma female. By recognizing and acting on these invisible invitations, you turn subtle cues into meaningful connections, all while maintaining your signature confidence and grace. 3. The over-explain syndrome. Another fascinating sign he's waiting for you to take the lead is what I call the over-explain syndrome. This is when a man goes out of his way to provide excessive details about something seemingly simple. It might feel like he's just rambling, but there's a deeper intention behind it. He's trying to keep your attention and create an opportunity for further interaction. Picture this. You ask him about his favorite coffee shop, and instead of a straightforward answer like, "It's the one on Main Street," he launches into an elaborate explanation about the coffee blends, the barista's story, and even the decor. Or perhaps he's describing a movie he enjoyed, and he starts breaking down every scene, complete with emotional commentary. This isn't just nervous chatter. It's a deliberate way of keeping you engaged and encouraging you to respond. Why do men do this? For one, it's a way of showing interest while keeping the focus on a topic you can both discuss. More importantly, it's his way of creating a space for you to step in. By over-explaining, he's leaving breadcrumbs for you to extend the conversation, share your own thoughts, or even suggest meeting up to continue the discussion in person. As a Sigma female, who likely values depth and connection, this behavior is an opportunity for you to steer the interaction towards something more meaningful. If he's making an effort to provide all these details, he's indirectly saying, "I want to keep talking to you. Let's see where this goes." How should you respond? Don't shy away from engaging with his explanations. Acknowledge his effort and use it as a springboard to share your own insights or ideas. For example, if he's talking about his favorite coffee shop, you might say, "That sounds amazing. Let's grab coffee there next week." By taking the lead, you show that you're confident in steering the interaction, which is a hallmark of the Sigma female. This dynamic is all about balance. He's creating an opening, and you're stepping into it with grace and purpose. Over time, this builds trust and mutual respect, laying the foundation for a meaningful connection. 4. The mutual friend connector. When a man starts taking a keen interest in your social circle, it's not just casual curiosity, it's a strategic move that I call the mutual friend connector. This happens when he actively tries to integrate himself into your network, using mutual friends or acquaintances as a bridge to get closer to you. For instance, he might casually ask about your best friend, inquire about group events, or even make an effort to attend gatherings where he knows you'll be present. It's his way of creating shared experiences without directly putting himself on the line. By connecting with your circle, he's building a sense of familiarity and hoping it leads to more organic interactions with you. Why does this tactic work? Men often see mutual friends as a safe zone. By positioning himself within your circle, he's creating opportunities to spend time with you without the pressure of a one-on-one setting. It's also a way of learning more about you, your likes, dislikes, and the people who matter most in your life. As a Sigma female, you might notice these efforts as subtle but consistent. He's not trying to dominate your space, he's quietly aligning himself with it. This shows not only interest, but also a respect for your world and the people in it. So, how should you respond? If you notice him making these moves, take it as a sign of his genuine interest. You can encourage his efforts by inviting him to join group activities or casually suggesting ways to spend time together. For example, if your mutual friends are planning an outing, say, "You should join us. It'll be fun." This approach maintains your confidence while opening the door for deeper connection. By recognizing and responding to his mutual friend connector strategy, you're acknowledging his efforts while taking control of how the relationship evolves. It's a move that aligns perfectly with your Sigma female energy, calm, intentional, and deeply intuitive. 5. The supportive shadow. One of the most heartwarming and genuine signs that a man is hoping for you to take the lead is what I call the supportive shadow. This is when he's quietly but consistently there for you, cheering you on from the sidelines. He's not overly flashy or seeking credit. He simply wants you to know he's invested in your happiness and success. For example, he might like every post you share on social media, send you a congratulatory message when you achieve something, or show up at events that are important to you. He's the one who remembers the little details, like the deadline for your big project or the day of your fitness challenge, and checks in to see how it went. This isn't just casual support, it's a deliberate way of staying connected and showing he values your achievements. Why does he do this? Men often admire Sigma females for their independence and drive, and the supportive shadow approach allows them to express their interest without imposing. By being quietly present, he's signaling that he respects your space while still wanting to be part of your journey. How should you respond? Acknowledge and appreciate his support. A simple, "Thank you for always being so thoughtful, it means a lot," can go a long way in strengthening the connection. If you feel the spark, take the lead by inviting him to celebrate a milestone with you. For instance, after a big achievement, you might say, "Let's grab a drink to celebrate. It wouldn't be the same without you." This dynamic highlights one of the key traits of a Sigma female, the ability to recognize and value genuine connections. By responding to his supportive shadow behavior, you're creating a space where mutual respect and admiration can flourish. 6. The time maximizer. One of the clearest signs that a man is hoping for you to take the lead is what I call the time maximizer. This is when he consciously or unconsciously tries to stretch out every moment he spends with you, savoring the connection and finding ways to prolong your interactions. Let's say you're wrapping up a conversation, and instead of simply saying goodbye, he lingers, bringing up another topic or finding a reason to keep the discussion going. Or perhaps you've bumped into each other at an event, and instead of moving on to mingle, he stays by your side, clearly enjoying your company. It's not just about the time you spend together, it's about the quality of the moments and his reluctance to let them end. Why does he do this? For many men, time is one of the most valuable resources they can give. When he chooses to spend extra time with you, especially when he has other options, it's a strong indication that he values your presence. By maximizing these moments, he's hoping to create opportunities for you to take the next step, whether it's suggesting another meeting or deepening the connection through conversation. As a Sigma female who naturally values independence and intentionality, this behavior aligns with your preference for meaningful interactions. His effort to maximize time with you is a clear sign that he respects and admires your presence, even if he doesn't verbalize it outright. How should you respond? If you sense that he's lingering or stretching out your time together, Don't be afraid to take the initiative. You might say, "I've really enjoyed talking. Let's plan to catch up again soon." This not only acknowledges his effort, but also allows you to steer the connection in a direction that feels natural and empowering. The time maximizer dynamic is all about recognizing the value of shared moments and taking the lead to build on them. By doing so, you're creating a foundation for deeper connection while staying true to your Sigma nature. 7. The confidence borrower. When a man starts mirroring your confidence and energy, it's a subtle yet powerful sign that he's drawn to you and hoping you'll take the lead. I call this behavior the confidence borrower. It's when he adopts your calm, self-assured demeanor as a way to align himself with your energy and build a connection. Imagine you're in a group setting and you notice that he starts mirroring your posture, tone, or even your pace during a conversation. If you're leaning in slightly, he does the same. If you cross your arms or tilt your head, you'll see him unconsciously mimicking your movements. This isn't just a coincidence. It's a subconscious way of saying, "I'm on your wavelength and I admire the energy you bring." Why does this happen? Mirroring is a natural psychological phenomenon often associated with building rapport. When someone mirrors your body language or energy, it's a sign that they're tuned into you and seeking to create a sense of harmony. For men who are drawn to Sigma females, this behavior is especially common because they see you as a leader, someone whose energy they want to emulate. How can you respond? Take it as a compliment and use it as an opportunity to steer the interaction. If he's mirroring your energy, it means he's receptive and open to your lead. You might say something like, "You seem like someone who's up for trying new things. What do you think about grabbing coffee or checking out this event I heard about?" By taking the initiative, you're embracing your natural leadership while also acknowledging the connection he's trying to build. The confidence borrower behavior is subtle but meaningful. It's a testament to your influence as a Sigma female and your ability to inspire those around you. By recognizing and responding to it, you're not only strengthening the bond, but also affirming your role as a confident, intentional leader in your relationships. 8. The open door policy. Another telltale sign that a man is waiting for you to make the first move is his open door policy. This is when he makes himself consistently available to you, whether it's through immediate responses to your texts, rearranging plans to accommodate you, or simply being there whenever you need him. For example, you text him about something random, and he replies almost instantly, even during a busy day. Or you casually mention needing help with something, and he's the first to volunteer, even if it means going out of his way. This isn't just about being nice. It's a clear indication that he values your time and is willing to prioritize you in his life. Why does this behavior matter? Men who admire Sigma females often recognize their independence and busy schedules. By being consistently available, he's signaling that he respects your time and wants to make things as easy as possible for you. It's his way of saying, "I'm here whenever you're ready to take the lead." As a Sigma female, who likely values mutual respect and effort, this behavior can be both flattering and empowering. His openness creates a safe space for you to step forward without feeling pressured. How should you respond? If you notice his availability and interest, don't hesitate to take the lead. For instance, if he's always quick to respond to your messages, you can initiate a plan by saying, "You're always so helpful. Let me thank you with coffee." This approach reinforces your confidence while acknowledging his efforts. The open door policy is a powerful sign of his interest and willingness to invest in the connection. By recognizing and responding to it, you're creating a dynamic built on mutual respect and intentionality, perfectly aligned with your Sigma nature. 9. The thoughtful tracker. One of the most endearing and revealing signs that he's waiting for you to take the lead is what I call the thoughtful tracker. This is when he remembers even the smallest details about you, your favorite coffee order, the book you mentioned weeks ago, or a random comment about a place you'd love to visit someday. It's not just an impressive memory at work here. It's his way of showing that he's genuinely invested in who you are and what matters to you. Picture this. You casually mention your love for sunsets, and weeks later he suggests a spot that's perfect for watching one. Or you once said you enjoy a specific type of music, and he unexpectedly sends you a playlist featuring that genre. These aren't just random acts of kindness. They're calculated, thoughtful gestures designed to catch your attention and show that he's been paying close attention. Why does this behavior matter? When a man takes the time to remember and act on small details, it's his way of creating a connection that feels personal and meaningful. For Sigma females who value depth and intentionality in relationships, this level of thoughtfulness resonates strongly. It's his silent way of saying, "I care, and I'm waiting for you to notice." How should you respond? Recognize and appreciate his effort. A simple, "Wow, I can't believe you remembered that," can go a long way in acknowledging his thoughtfulness. If you feel a connection, take the lead by suggesting a plan tied to one of these thoughtful gestures. For example, if he remembers your favorite type of cuisine, you could say, "That reminds me, I've been wanting to try this new restaurant. Let's go together." By responding to the thoughtful tracker behavior, you're not just validating his interest, but also creating a space where mutual effort and care can thrive. This approach reinforces your Sigma energy, highlighting your ability to recognize and nurture meaningful connections. 10. The not-so-subtle tester. The not-so-subtle tester is when a man uses playful or hypothetical scenarios to gauge your interest without fully putting himself on the line. This tactic often comes in the form of light-hearted comments or questions like, "What would you do if I asked you out?" Or, "Do you think we'd make a good team?" While it might seem like casual banter, it's actually his way of testing the waters and seeing how you respond. Imagine you're talking and he says something like, "I bet we'd have a lot of fun on a road trip together." On the surface, it's a simple comment, but underneath, it's a subtle probe to see if you'll pick up on the hint and run with it. This playful approach allows him to express interest without risking outright rejection. Why do men use this tactic? For many, it's a way of exploring the possibility of a connection while maintaining a sense of safety. It's easier to phrase interest as a joke or hypothetical scenario because it keeps things light and gives you the chance to steer the conversation in a more direct direction if you're interested. How should you respond? Play along, but don't be afraid to take the lead if you feel the connection. For instance, if he says, "I think we'd make a great team," you could reply with, "Why don't we test that theory over dinner this weekend?" This playful yet confident response matches his energy while clearly taking the interaction to the next level. The not-so-subtle tester is his way of opening the door without stepping through it entirely. By recognizing this behavior and responding with confidence, you're embracing your Sigma strength and showing that you're not afraid to take charge when the moment feels right. 11. The silent challenge. The final sign that he's waiting for you to take the lead is what I call the silent challenge. This is when he intentionally steps back, giving you the space to make the next move. It's a quiet but confident signal that he's interested and trusts you to take the reins. For example, you might notice that he doesn't initiate plans as often as you'd expect, even though he clearly enjoys your company, or he might not dominate conversations, instead creating pauses where you can decide how to steer the interaction. This isn't a lack of interest. It's a deliberate way of saying, "I respect your autonomy and want to see where you'll take this." Why does this behavior matter? Men who are drawn to Sigma females often admire their independence and decision-making abilities. By stepping back, he's showing that he trusts your instincts and values your ability to lead. It's a dynamic that's built on mutual respect and a desire for balance. How should you respond? Embrace the challenge with confidence. If he leaves space for you to take the lead, fill it with a suggestion or action that feels natural. For instance, if he's hesitant to plan the next meetup, you might say, "Let's try that new art exhibit you mentioned. I'll set it up." This not only shows your initiative, but also reinforces the balance of effort in the relationship. The silent challenge is a subtle but powerful dynamic that aligns perfectly with the Sigma female ethos. By stepping into this space with purpose and confidence, you're creating a connection that's rooted in mutual respect and shared intent. And there you have it, Sigma ladies, 11 unique and revealing signs that he's secretly waiting for you to take the lead. Each of these behaviors is a subtle yet powerful signal that he's interested, intrigued, and hoping you'll step into your power and make the first move. As a Sigma female, you're not just someone who follows the crowd. You lead with intention, grace, and quiet confidence. Recognizing these signs isn't about chasing anyone. It's about tuning into the energy around you and responding in a way that feels authentic and empowering. When you make the first move, you're not just asserting your confidence, you're creating the kind of connection that aligns with your values and vision. So, here's your challenge. The next time you spot one of these signs, don't hesitate to take action. Whether it's a playful comment, a thoughtful gesture, or a bold suggestion, trust your instincts and embrace the moment. Remember, true strength lies in recognizing opportunities and stepping into them with purpose. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Which of these signs have you noticed in your own experiences? Or better yet, have you ever taken the lead and seen amazing results? Share your stories in the comments. I can't wait to read them. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and join the Sigma Lady community. Together, we're redefining confidence, connection, and what it means to be a true Sigma female. Until next time, keep leading with purpose, keep embracing your power, and remember, the world moves for those who move with intention. See you soon.